Good morning, guys. Come on in. It's Deb with Art and Grace. I dropped my mic right as I hit live, so sorry if that sounded funny. I am super excited to be here on this Saturday. I'm going to get this pulled up so I can see your comments. Wonder who will be first one here. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Saturday, and I do hope that you have already been watching the Christmas Cheer collaboration event by Connie and all of her friends. Let's see, guys. Give me one sec. Here we go. Okay. I just want to be able to see your comments. There we go. Hey, Kim, Brenda, Ramona, Connie. Hello, Lisa. This is a fun collaboration with Connie, with the Ripple Events and Connie's Creations, Love Quality Crafting and Designs, Crafty Blessings with Angie, Vintage Country Crafting Friends, and Sacred House Treasures. That is a mouthful, and I hope I got everybody. I believe I did, so Connie can correct me if I'm wrong, but these ladies have gotten together and come up with this fun collaboration where they're all kind of helping each other, sharing the love, helping everybody grow, and giving you guys a lot of amazing Christmas ideas. So come on in, take a little break from whatever you're doing today, and create with us. I just put these here so you know I'm live, because sometimes when you pop onto a live and there's nothing going on, you're like, what's going on here? So I just have something for a little visual. We'll be using, not this, but this. This is kind of my inspiration for what I'm going to do today. So I'll have that close by. Hello, guys. Glad y'all are here. We are going to have so much fun in this event, and we've already seen 2 crafters, or I have, and we have lots more to go. Hi, Patty, Levada, Denise, Ree, as I call you, Marie, Lynn, Sherry, Sheila, Leanne. I think I said hi to Ramona already, but Sherry, Lisa's Craft House, Kim, the other Kim. I'm so glad you are here. Thank you guys for sprinkling. We want to spread the love so that everybody can find our event. So today I'm going to use, obviously, Christmas colors. A lot of times when I paint, I use my favorite fun, whimsical colors like pinks and aquas and, bright colors, but I'm going to do some traditional. But I could not decide on the color of frame. Oh my goodness, let me be sure y'all can see everything. I didn't realize. I still have my camera set up from last night. I apologize. Let me take 1 second here, because I just realized you may not can see this whole thing. This has got to be on my Christmas list this year, to get a new stand. If you guys do lives, you know what I'm talking about when you have a janky old stand. But there we go. We'll get it. So hey Chris, how are you today? We're going to do Christmas colors, so reds and greens, and we're going to do a gingerbread girl. So reds, greens, and browns. What should we do for our frame? The way that I thought I could make it fun was to do like a lime green, but is that too wacky? So you guys, I love to get help from the ones watching. So let me know if you're picturing something for the frame. I mean, we could do the traditional green, but I do want somebody to want to have this in their home too. So let's have a vote real quick. While y'all are voting, we'll do a little background in here. Hey, Monica, glad you're here. Glad you found me today. Studio J, glad you're here. Ramona says red or green. We are going to have red on our design. I'm just at a loss. I could not decide how I wanted to do the frame. Thank you, Christy, for sprinkling. White. Ooh, a white frame might be pretty. Let me think about it. Yes, I think you're right. I think a white frame would be pretty with all of our, okay, I like that. Let's do a fun background then. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll do a fun background with our lime green. So this will get my color pop in, my little fun pops of color. I'll tell you, I should use a palette and be a good girl. I just like to kind of be sure y'all can see kind of what I'm doing and what brushes I'm using and all the things. I'm going to grab this is an angled brush, but any flat brush would work probably best. But the angle brush is great for kind of going along edges. And we're going to get this background painted. I do want some white because we're going to give it a little pretty. Hey, Tracy, I saw you up late last night. I know you were at work. And here you are. Haven't even been to bed, have you? So, yes, we'll get a really pretty, bright, fun background, which will give me the pop that I love. So I love painting on these surfaces. Some of you guys were with me last night. We did our Oh Holy Night painting and glass art class, and it was I think it was fun. I hope they did. I say fun because I just enjoy so much teaching it. And then I've already seen a couple of you guys that have done it, which I'm so impressed because it's a big project, but it's an easy project. It really is. It's one of those that's just so good for beginners. So I really enjoyed that. And I can show you the finished product because it is already cured this morning. Not 100%. You know, it takes a few days, but it will be in just a few days. Thank you, Regina. I hope you are too. Oh, thanks, Janice. I'm glad you liked it. It was a long one, but worth it because you've got so much knowledge, you know, and truly knowledge is power because you just feel so much more confident doing your own thing and doing other things. Good. I'm glad. So glad y'all did. I stayed up really late and put timestamps on everything because it's a long one. Sometimes you go back and want to look for, you know, a certain part and you're like, oh, when did she say that? I can't remember what part she was at when she said that. So I got really into it last night and stayed up super late. Flip your canvas, guys. Flip your canvas anytime to get a better angle. But see, you can take that angled brush and just get up next to that edge, angled or flat. But anyway, I got real specific on the times. So people will be able to go back and refer to it and find what they need. That's all that's been going on here at my house. What have y'all been doing? Is everybody just enjoying kind of watching the creatives, getting ideas? I think it's so fun. I watch Christy and her ideas are literally just, they blow me away. And I know she's sweet to say, you know, she saw it on Pinterest or whatever, but I know she's putting her own twist and adding, you know, her own touches. And of course, you know, we're all getting inspiration somewhere. So, but I love watching what she does with it. And it's always so cool. Okay. We've got a really pretty little lime background. I'm going to dry it and we'll do one more light coat. Yeah. Fun, Christy. You know me, I need something to kind of go, wow, you know, like a little pop. Like, you know, whenever I do something, it's going to probably have a pop somewhere. It just makes me happy. And of course, you guys, if you want to go on and paint this yourself, you can do anything you want. You can do a real muted background, or I love using my white pearl. You could just do a really pretty white pearl background. Ooh, maybe we should throw some white pearl in here. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa did a great job. She was the first one to show us her project that she painted last night. She painted along with me and did so good. Thanks, Monica. Hi, Kat. The chat box. I don't have the chat box. I do not have it, Kat. So I hope that you'll have an easier time on this one. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should have it. I don't know really anything about it, to be honest. Too busy doing the other things to really research. But I appreciate Connie so much with Connie's Creations. If you're not following her, let's get out some of this white pearl and pop it in here with this layer and see if it shows a little bit. If you're not following Connie's Creations, I hope that you will. I feel sure that most of you are, but if Connie is on here, or if one of you wants to pop Connie's Creations in here, you know, that would make it easy for people to follow. But anytime somebody invites me to an event, I am indebted. I'm grateful. And so you know, it takes so much energy to put these events on, lots of time, lots of coordination. People have to reschedule, people have to drop out. You know, it just is a lot of work on top of what she already does. And, you know, everybody's got a family and things going on. So I just really appreciate being involved here today with all these great ladies and probably gentlemen. There she is. Let me pin that so y'all can, oops. I always do that. I always touch the wrong thing. And Connie's Creations, pin comment. Did it pin? For whatever reason, the last few times, I'm not able to see comment, or I can't see if it's pinned or not. So somebody will have to let me know. And I don't know what I'll do if it's not, but I'm adding a little more of this white pearl because it is giving it that pretty shimmer. DecoArt has a paint that you can add with your paint. It's just a shimmer additive that will make everything really pretty and shiny, but I'm just going to kind of add some of this in, especially on the sides where our gingerbread lady won't be. She'll be in the middle. But just play around with your background. Hi, Sydney. Hi, Robin. You don't see the pin. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm going to try it one more time. It says unpin comment, so I'm going to unpin whatever was there, and I'm going to pin Connie's comment again and pray that it will stick. Oh, Sydney said it's pinned. Okay, so if you can't see it, maybe, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know why, because I know what you're talking about. Sometimes when I'm watching, I don't see it. So sometimes we just, our little iPads or iPhones, whatever it is, gives us trouble and glitches, and gotta just go with it, right? Gotta go with it. Yeah, and you know, I recommend always following people when you come across them in events and things, and you can always unfollow, but there's been times where I've seen something and gone, I wanted to ask her this or that. Now, who did that? That's what usually I'm thinking. I'm like, who did that? I can't remember where I saw that. Well, then before you know it, you're like, well, which event was it in? You know, you can't even remember. So hit the follow button if you don't mind when you see new people. And just, you can, like I said, unfollow if you're not a fan of what they do. But we all appreciate it. So easy peasy getting a background down and just doing X motions. I know she is, and so fun, like the laughs and everything. I'm not a fun person like that. I want to be, but I'm not giggly or anything. I love it, though. It's her and her sister crack me up. And what a fun relationship to share the crafting and all that, you know. Okay, I think I've got a pretty good look. I'm going to kind of hold it so y'all can see the shimmer. Just a slight shimmer, but it's pretty. And I'm going to dry this and we'll move to the next. I love having an hour. I'm not going to get too confident though, because I tend to slow down and talk too much about what I'm doing because I have this natural want to teach in me. And I'm not going to let myself, we're going to get this whole thing done in 1 hour. Hey, Christy. Oh, thanks, Shabby Chic. That's awesome. And Carol, like you said, that is my favorite thing. When you're feeling down or something's not going well in your life or whatever, I should say, I tend to just withdraw. I kind of curl up into a little shell, you know, like a turtle. It's the worst thing you can do. So at the very least, get on here and find some creatives who lift you up and encourage you. And at least watch them. You don't even have to comment, but it's just so helpful, I think, to our psyche to get out of our heads and think about good things and all that. So, okay. Now, you can see my frame has got some green on it. No big deal. We're going to use our paint to just cover it up. And I've already got some white, but I'm going to put a little more because I do think white was a great idea for our frame. I'm going to go to a little smaller flat brush. I washed all my brushes and stuck them all back in here instead of, should have left them out, the ones I was going to use. I just Sprinkle it to your messenger. Oh, to your own messenger. Oh, now that's smart. Oh, does it not slow down things or anything like that? I'll tell you what I do, or what I think is a good thing to do. I'm almost afraid to say the word on here. But you know, YouTube. So I don't always, but I try to put all my videos from here over there. And over there, you can save them. So just, you know, go find the one you want. Maybe you're like, well, I might do that next year. I'm not going to do it this year. But if you just take that video and put it on your saved list, you can make a saved list over there, then you've got it. So I do that a lot. That's just, for me, the easiest place. Hi, Phyllis. How are you? You guys keep chatting with me. I'm looking up as I'm painting, so I'll see it when it pops up. But if I miss it, I apologize, and I will go back and read all your comments, because sometimes y'all have questions, and I like to go back and answer. Again, you're just letting your brush kind of go along the edge. Helps you make a clean edge. They are easier to find there. I feel like Facebook penalizes me if I say the word, so we'll see. But I appreciate you guys sprinkling me out, and everything will help. And do the hearts if you enjoy what we do. That helps the creatives. You do, Sydney? Where do you save them? Just to the My Saved thing? I save them sometimes here and forget. Like, I'll forget that I saved it here. You can see right here that I didn't sand this. I did a very light sand across the top, but I didn't sand this inside part, so it's a little rough right here, which is hard on your brushes. Let me warn you, if you're going to paint on wood, be sure and give it a light sand so that it's nice and smooth. But this is a cheap brush, will be just fine. I really like these brushes. I got them on Amazon. I have not added them. I don't think I've added them to my Amazon list, although I'm going to. I really like them. Hey, Gloria. Autocorrect spoils you. Know what? Oh, Deb spoils us. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Well, I love you guys. I love getting to do what I do. And so we're like a family, right? The crafting community is pretty much like no other. And I think we're all seeing that with when we, you know, everybody joins together to help the family of Judy, and just different ones that have had a tornado or cancer or a loss of a husband or whatever. You know, it's like everybody just rallies. And I love that. Okay, now we can go faster on this part. Just get our base. This has already been pre-primed. I did that before I went live. Thank you for sprinkling, Kathy. I know it does, Carol. I can read autocorrect really well, though. You guys, when you correct yourselves, you don't have to. I always know what you were saying, because it does it to all of us. It changes our words a lot. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Let me know what you're doing today. It feels like a Saturday to me. I know it's Friday, but it does feel like Saturday for some reason. I don't know if I've gotten quite back to normal after the Thanksgiving. You know, it just, when you have different dates off than normal, it kind of throws your schedule a little bit. But it's a fabulous Friday to be crafting with Connie's Creations and her Ripple group. Oh, that's another thing. Be sure and get into the Ripple events group. That's where, I'm so sorry. That's where you'll be able to go back and see anybody you've missed, or, you know, if you can't just sit and watch all day, then you can go back and see the replays in that group. So Ripple Events is the place to be. But then, like I said, she's doing kind of a collaboration with other creatives. I know they have groups, so you'll want to get in the Ripple Event group and you'll see everything. I do have all of it in the description of this video, so you can easily, I think you have to wait till the video ends, right? And then you can click on all the links to go all the places. Hi, Gail. Glad you're here. Y'all aren't telling me what you're doing today, or at least I can't see. If anybody has, I don't see the comments. I'm always curious what everybody's doing. And I know you're not having a great view here, but I'm just painting the edges. So just getting these edges painted. Hey, Debbie, how are you today? Happy Friday, everybody. You're watching Lisa at 2. I'm going to dry this, I think, because I don't want to just keep going over it and over it. So let me stop and dry just a little bit, and then I can read some comments while I'm drying. Oh, yeah, Carol? We're done, but we didn't do quite as much as we usually do. We did a lot, but not quite as much. And I like it. You know, it doesn't, we've gone overboard a little bit in the past, so this was a good mix. Hi, Megan. Had a flood in the man cave and your craft space. Everything's a mess. That sounds awful. However, when it's all behind you, Lydia, you're going to love your new space, right? So it's such a headache and a pain and probably expense and all that. But try to picture the end result and, you know, what's the prize at the end? Get that a little bit. So that's the good silver lining, right? Thank you, Tanya. Yes, Brenda, all the events from today are being put into the Ripple Events group, so you can go back and watch them with no worry. That's what I like because, you know, most people cannot just, I mean, it's great if you can, but most people have to kind of come and go, answer the phone or the door, or even run an errand or whatever. So you don't have to worry, like, how am I going to find who was next? You know, I got to go find the schedule, and that's all a hassle. So having groups that host the events are the way to go. And I know I'm in a lot of groups that I forget to even go in and look around. But at least you're in and you're there and you know if you need to, you can. And they're just, plus, you know, I'm sure they're going to want, probably most groups want you to post as well. So if you are creating something, you just read the rules before you post. But they like, you know, everybody likes to see what you're doing. It's just more inspiration for everybody. So sorry guys, this is boring part, but we're just getting the second coat on here, and I'm just about done. Deco Art paint has great coverage, so I'm just giving it kind of a light second coat. And I'm going to pop in here anywhere I had a little bit of green like you saw. But we've got an hour, so we've got a whole hour to chit chat. And thanks, Deborah. How's everybody's weather? Is it nice? It's really sunny here. It looks deceivingly warm. It's probably going to be 60 today, I think. And I'm in South Fort Worth. So let us know where you're watching from. I'm nosy that way. I like to know what's at stake, not like my address is, you know, just let me know where you are, what part of the world. Okay. One more time to dry, and then we're on to the fun part. I always raise my kids telling them, do your work the right way before you take time to play. So we had to do the boring part to get to the fun part. Rainy and mid-40s. That's cold. I would definitely want to stay in bed. That's my problem. It's when it's that cold, I can't get warm. I just want to stay under the covers or under a blanket. Rainy, Sydney. Wish I could give you my son. California, oh no, Georgia. Southeast Georgia, 60 miles from Jacksonville, Florida. Awesome. Hi, Michelle. Dreary. Hey, that's good. See, and that's a great, Lydia, that reminds me, I need to do the same thing. And I feel like I put it off and put it off. But that's what I need to do is just put on, in fact, maybe I'll do that this afternoon. Just watch the rest while I clean out my drawers. They're really bad. Okay. Here we go, guys. Now, I made myself a tracer because I have a hard time drawing neat, you know, especially I feel like when I'm live. So here's our little gingerbread girl. And once I got her done, I decided to put a dress on her. That's why you see the yellow, because I was trying to envision what this little dress would look like. So I always give the VIP group my tracer, you know, I make them a tracer for whatever I paint. So I'll give you one, you know, it'll be a little better than this one. This one has some highlight on it and all that. But don't feel bad about using a tracer. It really, really does help because it is hard to draw. You know, usually one side of the head is lumpy or the one arm is really big. I'm not, you know, really a great drawer. I can draw, but sometimes it's just easier for me to take my time, get it how I want it, and then use that drawing for myself. And what I've done, if you're wondering how I'm just doing that, before my live, I turned it over and just took my pencil and went over the lines. So that has pencil on it all down here so that when I'm now tracing it, that pencil is staying on the canvas. And this will ensure me to have kind of a neat image here, okay? Then yes, exactly. Yes, Deborah. So I've already uploaded yesterday's video to my YouTube channel. It's a private link. It is in the VIP group, so you can go in there and click it, and it'll take you right to it. And it's got timestamps. So this is what we did last night. This is what some of them are talking about, is the Oh Holy Night glass art, painting and glass art. And so this is the one from last night that I just showed you. It's cured today, but not 100%. It'll take 3 days to fully cure. Okay, now we can paint the fun part. Let's see. Let's get out some brown. I am using raw sienna. It's a great color for gingerbread. I'm going to put just a touch of burnt umber, a darker brown, and then we'll put out a little cleaned white. And I'm going to use a round brush, dabbing it off. I don't need a lot of water, and just get to painting this little girl. I use a round brush on anything that's round like this. It just works for me to... And you guys, especially, you know, y'all in the VIP group that have the tracers, print this out, even if you're not going to paint it, and give it to your little kids, grandkids, you know, have it ready if they come over, because you might be needing to cook and keep them occupied. And you could say, hey, would you color me this? I've been wanting to color this and I haven't had time. And you know, that's what I used to do to trick my kids. I'd be like, I really need this done. Would you do this for me? And they'd feel real important, you know. So get them creating. It's so good. You know, get off the screen for a little bit. We're all addicted to it. But help them get off the screen and do something creative. And then they learn the skill of stress reducing. through art or crafts, because, you know, we're all under too much stress, and teaching them that skill. You know, my grandmother is who taught me, and probably most of you, right? So let me know. You guys let me know who taught you or who got you into creating. So for so many of us, it was a grandma, and we did all kind of things together. Crochet. When I say crochet, it was like hangers and what do you call them? Pot holders, things like that. Now, she could do anything, but that's all I did. And then, what's the thing called? Not needlepoint, but we all cross stitch. I'm getting brown all over my frame. Can y'all see that? Darn it. I'm going to have to paint right over that. Oh, my dress. I forgot to do my dress. Let me stop and put on her dress so that I don't have to worry about painting that. Granddaughter, 3-year-old loves to paint. That's awesome, Lydia. Oh. Okay, so for her dress, what did I say? I think I said red. Yes, I was going to do it red. So I'm just going to get out some Cinnamon Drop. Is a really pretty red color for Christmas things. Just a pretty red. And let's do that. I'm going to mix a little bit with a little bit of brown, which is going to make a dark red, like a really dark red. So I'm going to have some of that on my brush for my, what I'm calling an outline. I'm just going to kind of make my dress right on here. Forgot I was doing a dress. Okay. We'll bring it out a little bit from the body. Oh, that's good, Carol. They're going to have such great memories. That's my favorite memories, is doing things with my grandma. And, of course, Granddad, too. The things we did with him were, you know, riding in the golf cart, going with him places. I don't know, you know, but grandmas, they were the nurturing, or at least mine was very nurturing and taught so much. And while we did our little crafts, she was teaching me life lessons all the time. And that's how I did with my kids, you know. So it starts somewhere, and then you learn to do it. And what I call the good old days. Hi, Vicki. Glad you made it. It's always okay to be late. I'm just always glad when y'all show up. Did y'all get the telegram? I never think to add my telegram, you know, in here or anything, but I can add it on my page. It actually is. So if you just go to my page, Art and Grace, pinned to the top under that featured section has things like that. It'll have my telegram, my website, my favorite supplies, you know, are on my website, just things like that. So the telegram is there. And I try not to forget. Sometimes I do forget to send it out. Do you guys make gingerbread cookies at Christmas? I usually show ours every year. We do. We make them, and we make sugar cookies and have a big contest. So you guys have to vote. And we don't tell you whose is whose, but you can always tell. Or at least you can tell whose are the boys versus whose are the girls. And you can usually tell mine because it's, you know, it's something like I don't know. You'll know. Oh, cool. You started acrylic painting during COVID. Oh, Leanne, I didn't realize you did it during COVID. I mean, I didn't know that's the first time you started or whatever. I'm going to have to go back and read your comments because I just have to keep going. But I love reading what you guys write. I feel like my comments weren't being seen on Christie's. I don't know, but so sometimes, you know, I don't think we get to see all of the comments. I'm just kind of coming through to give her a little highlight here and there. Let's move on and get her skin done. Nana, what are we going to make today? I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. What a great little tradition you've made. Okay, back down to our gingerbread color. And I want to hurry so we can get to our glass and resin. Y'all can see I set out my little peppermints. I don't know if you can see, but they're just at the top of the screen probably. Thanks, Lydia. You know, it's going to need another coat, but we can do that super quick. I definitely prefer a couple of light coats rather than doing it too thick. It'll dry quick and be ready for that next coat by the time I get back up to the arm here. I do give away a free tracer on my website every month, so if you haven't gotten this month's, it is the bells that I painted the other day. So Christmas bells. You just go to artgracepaint.com and sign up for the email, get the tracer. I only send one email a week, so it's not like you're going to get bombarded. But if you don't want to get them, just unsubscribe. You know, you can get your tracer and unsubscribe. But sometimes I put in giveaways or freebies in there, so. Okay, now we're back up. Do one more coat on our face. Y'all still with me? I wish we could hear y'all talk back. Surely that will happen someday. Hey, Amy, how are you today? Designer Roadkill in the house. Glad you're here. I love seeing everybody pop in. We can't always, you know, sit and watch the whole thing, but it's great seeing people and connecting for a minute, you know. And if you see creatives that pop in and chit-chat with us and you're not familiar, it's sure nice to hit that follow button if you're not following them, and then you can go back and see. And like I said on the email, it's easier to unsubscribe, you know, or it's easy to just unfollow. But sometimes you can never find them again if you don't do it then. Let's see here. 12 for 40. Gotta get busy on the resin here. It does go by fast, even though I always think an hour is great. That's so much time. Okay, now for her scarf. Thank you, Megan. That's why I want to get to the resin, because that's what's going to make it look super, super cute. Oh, Linda, that's awesome. Yes, y'all's kids, give it, you know what you could do too, put it on the table, at Christmas and say, hey, while I'm fixing the deviled eggs, would you paint this for Uncle Bob or whoever? And get them to do it. And you don't have to give them paint. You can give them, colors or whatever if it's, because obviously that would be messy, but how fun for them to kind of get to be involved and then use it as a place setting, you know what I'm saying? Or the kids may not like that. They may say, no, you'll get food on it. So maybe just hang it up. Have a little contest, say, whoever paints this, we're going to have a little contest. Tell them you're going to put it on Facebook and let your friends vote. Because everybody, if you had 2 kids or something, they're going to love on both of them. I'm just a firm believer in getting those kids, teaching them the skill and the resource of relaxing through creating, because it's something that we're just losing, with kids, because they have so much screen time and that's all they want to do. And I get it, but so if it has to be the grandparents that can slow them down a little bit, then do it. Hi, Tamara. How are you today? I've missed seeing you. Thank you, Leslie. Let's do her bow. We got to get going. No, you're like, we, not we. I may change up my bow because I am pressed for time now. I'm trying to think if I want to still. I think I'll do it. I'm going to go for it and try to do it quick. What I had planned in my head. Did anybody find any good Black Friday deals, which has now turned into like a month-long ordeal, right? So Black Friday, no, was it Black? Yeah, Black Friday turned into the whole week of sales. And then Cyber Monday, or Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and now it's just like Cyber December, Cyber November, December. I mean, it's crazy. And I know I saw something that said stores, really what they do is for a few weeks they start slowly increasing prices so that when they reduce it, they are reducing it, but it's still not as low as it was a month or two ago, which is just awful. And here we all are, dummies, going, "Ooh, wow, look at that price." Getting sucked in. I was very good. I only got my kids a few things for Christmas and only what I had to have. That was it. I usually get sucked in. Late again, Inga. That's okay. Oh, yeah. That sounds good, doesn't it? Any kind of cookies sounds good. I know she's looking a little bare. That's okay, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. We've got a lot to do. We may not get to the resin part. If I don't, I'll make a little short video, I guess. So let's give her, some fun rickrack or whatever this is. Icing. It's really icing, isn't it? using a liner brush. See how the brush does the work for you? So before you say, oh, I wish I could paint, really, I teach you all these little tricks of how to get a pretty painting easily, and, you know, just kind of some tips and tricks. Just ask the VIPs. They know. They'll tell you. VIPs, by the way, is my monthly paid membership. You don't ever, you know, have to feel pressured into doing that. But if you're wanting painting lessons, you want to learn more, you want to learn glass art, mixed media, things like that, you know, it is a great place to learn and has lots of perks. You can read about it on my website, artgracepaint.com. It is open right now. I have not really talked about it much because my computer crashed, so I don't really have a way to really get the word out. So I'm just kind of making do with, just every now and then I'll mention it on a live or something. I'm not taking time to really do a big deal on her scarf or anything because we just don't have the time. Hey, Christina, I have not seen you in a month of Sundays. I don't know what that means. My parents always said it, so I keep catching myself saying it. What does that mean, y'all? In a month of Sundays. It's kind of a weird phrase. But glad you're here, sister. I know you're staying busy. I know you had a page debacle, like so many, and I'm so sorry. It's just so frustrating that hackers can do what they do. And, you know, we count on you guys being there for us when we come back after having an issue. So it's really, we go through a lot of the behind the scenes mess that gotta learn a lot, read a lot, and try to figure things out. Okay, let's dry that. You still, let's see, still don't have it back. I'm so sorry. That is so frustrating. Feed your turtle. How fun. Give him a little extra bite for me. Christina, can you go live as you, or have you, or what are you doing in the meantime? Let's give her a little face. She got to put her makeup on, you guys. Put her makeup on. I'm going to do her cheeks first. Let's see which brush I want. I'm going to use this one. Hold please while I mix up some pink. I want a really light pink, so just mix in your white and red to get a light pink. And look, guys, my VIPs are going to be so proud. I've already made you the color sheet, and the tracer's halfway done. I try to get those in there like the same day that I paint them so that they can start painting quick. That's why I'm always up so late. Okay, finally got my desired pink, and I'm going to offload a lot of it off my brush so that we can just kind of brush her cheeks with this. I know some people use makeup, like blush, but since I'm going to be adding resin, I need it to be paint. and just dry brushing it on. We're going to get to the glass part, but we're not going to have time to like pour resin and all of that, mix it. So I'll do that on like a sped up video or something. There's her cheeks. I'll hold this up so you can see everything a little better in just a second. Thanks, Cynthia. Oh, Kim. I just love y'all. I wish everybody could be in there with us. I bet I totally understand. Lots of people, this isn't even their kind of art. So I'm taking just a small filbert brush and going to do her eyes. I'm just doing a couple of ovals for time's sake. They'll be easy to do. I think most gingerbread people look the same, right? You know, we just all kind of, it's really only so many ways you can. Now, unless you're Terry Burton, oh my goodness. You want to learn how to paint fine art, like amazing detail. She takes time to do lots of good shading and highlighting, and she's excellent. But I'm here for fast and fun. You know, I'm more do it, move to the next. But she's really fantastic. Give her just a hint of a nose. And then we'll do her mouth. And I'm going to go to a liner brush for the mouth. Maybe a little darker nose. Thanks, Carol. I appreciate you guys. She starts to come alive with the eyes, doesn't she? You know what I forgot? Little eyelashes. Thank you, Lisa and Sydney and Lydia. Appreciate you, ladies. Okay, I'm going to take my black and give this a Deb style outline. I just kind of do a rough on these little playful paintings. Just kind of a quick rough outline, and boy, does that make it easy. Let's see. We'll have this one. We'll kind of give the illusion of this one's kind of coming up, and that one's under, like that. This would be pretty done on a wood, just a piece of wood, and then maybe drill some holes and add some lights. She could be holding a string of lights across here, you guys. That'd be so cute. Now I'm going to add glass and resin, and I got these out to add. You guys, I need you to vote for either peppermint or gingerbreads for her buttons. Let me show you the difference. So there's the little peppermints, okay? And is 3 too many? She probably just needs 2. Even though I typically like to do things in 3s, I think having 1 too low looks weird. So let's do 2. So there's peppermints, and then here's her little gingerbread if we do gingerbread buttons. What do y'all think? I know the one I like, but I want to see what y'all like. Thank you, Christy. Now, not done yet, so we're going to come in here. Quickly add some stripes to her hair bow. Yes, give me all your ideas. I know, Sherry, it just goes too fast. It really does. I really enjoy, I just feel like we're hanging out. Like, you know, you guys are right here in my little craft room and it's just fun. And so I hate when it ends, but I'm so glad y'all are here. I hope you're having a great day. I know this time of year is stressful for a lot of people. So please try to take this time, you know, give yourself the gift of taking the time to do something creative and slow down your mind and your heart and remember the whole reason of the season, you know, because it's not about shopping or busyness or even family get-togethers. It's Jesus. So don't let yourself get too stressed. Let a lot of stuff roll off and keep coming back to these kind of events for breaks, you know, to take some breaks. And let's see what y'all are saying. Thank you, thank you. Now put peppermint back on. Yes, yes. I definitely like the peppermint better. And we could, you know, if I hadn't done the stripes, we could have put that there, but I don't even know that it needs it. I am going to add some glass. Let's just see. We've got 3 minutes. Let's see what we can do in 3 minutes. I'm going to kind of be sure she's done. Now, I made her head a little wonky, didn't I? But that's okay. She's still cute. I found these at Michael's. Aren't they pretty? I don't know, but I'm going to just throw them down because why not? But I kind of pictured having these around just because little things like that just seem fun, don't they? Like when you get to use these little iridescent little beads like this. So I might have some of these around. You'll just have to see what we end up with. I don't even know. I do have red glass, so, you know, if I use a little of it, I don't know if I'm going to. Probably won't, or it's going to cover up that bow, but we'll see. I don't know. And then you can always add, I like to add clear. Let me grab my clear. Clear or green is always good to add. Like I can add the green here, which I might do. And then once you get that resin on it, it really looks pretty. Pop a few down to show you what it's going to look like and get your opinions while we're here. You love her? I know, aren't they cute, Deb? Well, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope that you will get inside the Ripple event group that Connie has. You guys, you're not going to believe who's next. You may already know, but I'm excited to announce that our own Connie, with Connie's Creations, who is hosting this event, is next. So we'll definitely go there. I hope that you'll tell her I sent you. Let her know that I did. I sent you guys there, and be watching as you can throughout the day, because you just aren't going to want to miss. I know there's going to be so many good ideas. And let's say, for example, you don't want to paint this. You don't have any interest in it. However, is it now an idea you can use with your kids or grandkids? You know, so there's no telling what you'll see today. You can sprinkle glass anywhere you want to. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to add. We're just going to have to see. Would a peppermint look cute in the middle of the bow? What do y'all think? I have a smaller one in here too, but I think that could be cute. I do think that's cute. I actually think that's perfect. Great idea, Carol. The Ripple Event Group. It is pinned to the top of this description in the video. Oh, thank you, Tina. I'm going to show y'all this Santa I did the other day with these peppermints. These are the smaller peppermints I have. Can y'all see this? I know it's large. But little small peppermints in here, and then the cute little, I'm getting dust on it, the cute little glitter star. But this is what this will look like with the resin on it. Y'all, I've got so much dust in here I sand in here a lot, so I'll sand my wood, and I know that's terrible to do in here, but anyway, bigger peppermint, I agree, the bigger peppermint does look better. Let me hold this up one last time before we go so you can see some more detail and be watching for the photo or the little video of when we add more glass. I just appreciate you guys being here. My time's up. Let's go support Connie with Connie's Creations and tell her Deb sent you. Bye, guys. Thanks again for being here.